ये जो पेड़ के नीचे मैं खड़ा हूँ ये है एरिया ग्रेटर कैलाश और सुनने
Yep, that's me. And yes, this is pure 18 minutes of bloody videos and bad sound put together. Why? Because I don't know how to record or edit. And yes, you're gonna watch it because it's good fucking content. By the way, dialogue मेरा यहाँ पर ये था कि
ये जो पेड़ के नीचे मैं खड़ा हूँ ये है एरिया ग्रेटर कैलाश और सुनने में आया कि विजय शेखर शर्मा यहीं कहीं और सुनने में आया कि विजय शेखर और सुनने में आया कि विजय शेखर शर्मा यहीं कहीं रहता है. And I'm not leaving until not only he, but the entire Delhi feels my presence.
शाबाश बेटा, बहुत बढ़िया.
और हाँ, जिनको लग रहा है कि मेरे पास कोई MVP वगैरह नहीं है, हाँ, बेटा तू.
So, Mr. Maverick, it's not like I'm just blindly shooting in the dark and just have an idea. I have a pitch deck, MVP, prototype, and rest of the stuff that you need. But why Vijay Shekhar? Why not someone else? Because one of my friends who is also doing his startup randomly sent him an email for investment and actually got invited for lunch. So why the fuck not me? Now, the only thing is that my friend's startup is old and he's kind of making some revenue, which I'm not. So I made him an offer he can't refuse. But obviously, I can't wait for him to reply, so I did this.
विजय शेखर, आपने देखा भाई साहब इस आदमी को? इस आदमी को यहाँ पर ढूंढा जा रहा है.
Now, the strategy. The strategy was simple. I had printed these out and I was gonna spread them all over Delhi. Although I only had 200, but still. So I started walking streets after streets, slapping these flyers on people's cars and dropping them in people's houses. And I only had one rule. Rich car means rich person. Meaning he might have connections with Vijay or they might themselves invest in me. So I also had this big poster printed which basically said the same thing, and I was hoping someone would be interested if I just stand in the middle of the road and someone would want to know more about this. But no, nothing. I also tried giving posters, these pamphlets to people in their cars, and my rule was still the same: rich car, rich person. But soon it was starting to get dark and I was starting to get tired and it was time to go home. It was next morning and I went to a different area of Greater Kailash. The plan was same, just rinse and repeat. But first I put up his poster right outside Greater Kailash metro station and next to the police station board, so someone can report me about his whereabouts. I also covered this wall in his posters in M Block, which is in Greater Kailash, and it's apparently the busiest and where all the rich people come. And it was right outside this cafe, so yeah. Then I went back to doing the same thing of putting the flyers on cars and giving them away to people. But I was not feeling much of an energy, people weren't really listening, and I was starting to get annoyed. But then, the unthinkable happened. Just pure fucking luck. I met a man who knew where Vijay Shekhar lived. And at that moment, I had fucking goosebumps, I can tell you that. Felt like finally my hard work had paid off.
इसको जानते हो? एक ये भी साहब हैं आगे, ग्रेटर कैलाश में रहते हैं.
अच्छा,
कौन है?
ये वहाँ घर है उनका.
कौन है?
उस रोड पे।
क्या बात कर रहे हो?
हाँ, वांटेड।
कौन है कौन ये?
हेलो, 1,00,000 करोड़। हेलो, पेटीएम।
नहीं, आप सच सच कह रहे हो? यहाँ पे रहते हैं? देखा आपने इनको?
तो उनके जैसा लग रहा है, जो हमारे उसके RWA का जो एसोसिएशन का जो थे ना चेयरमैन,
अच्छा।
ऐसे ही मोटे थे वो भी। पंजाबी लोग तो मोटे ही होते हैं ना।
हाँ।
Yeah, that didn't work out, but fortunately after a while लोगों से पूछते पूछते कि अमीर लोग कहाँ रहते हैं, I happened to find this place, and reading the words inspiration, I just walked in hoping maybe the guy who owns this place will invest in me. I mean, he's rich too, right? So I just walked in, just like that, and I knew that the worst that could happen is that they would laugh at me and just throw me out. But believe it or not, I mean, the owner wasn't there, but the manager was, and he was a hot shot too. And he just let me in and heard me out, and in fact was very impressed that I was doing it, and even told me that he would get me in touch with the right people, and that is exactly what I was looking for. And Sanjay just made my day. Thank you for that.
If I can have 2 minutes of your time.
I see the crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all is when the sun comes shining.
And I had few other good conversations with people, and it honestly felt like people were actually interested in hearing me out, and so I thought, why stop here, right? So I went to the printer shop and got these printed. What's the drum roll thing? The plan was simple: to go to rich posh areas like Jamia Nagar, JJ Colony, Seelampur, Sanjay Colony, Uttam Nagar. Just kidding. But it is actually to go to posh areas of Delhi and find rich people to talk to about my startup and investing. This is Hoskas village. I heard that rich drunk people come here, but when I got there, I thought it was absolutely shit. I mean, प्योर छिछोरे लौंडे लपाटियाँ घूमने लग रहे हैं, लड़के छोटी छोटी पतली पतली जीन्स में और लड़कियाँ छोटी छोटी ड्रेस में रिक्शा में से उतर के 200 रुपए की कह रहे हैं भाई ये तो ज़्यादा है, इतना नहीं होता, फलाना ढिमकाना. But I still did what I went there for, which was rinse and repeat. Gave few posters, slapped some posters on the people's car, and yeah. लेकिन वापस आते हुए मेरे पे किसी ने गुटखा थूक दिया. हाँ, yes. Can you fucking believe that? अभी बताते हुए भी I'm still in shock कि मेरे पे किसी ने गुटखा थूक दिया. It was so quick. I don't know how it happened. लेकिन मैं स्कूटी पे किसी से पीछे बैठा हुआ था, लिफ्ट मैंने ली थी, और कहाँ से आया कैसे पड़ा I have no idea. लेकिन it is what it is. But I would like to tell you a little bit about गुटखा. तो पता नहीं आप लोगों को पहले किसी ने थूका नहीं थूका, लेकिन मेरे पे थूका. तो my experience is that especially when you're just open में हो, तो चलते चलते हो थोड़े, पहले तो मेरा पैर गीला हुआ, उसके बाद फिर वो सूख के फिर वो क्रंची टाइप में हो गया. और this is Khan Market, and guess what I did to it? Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Rinse.
Guys, can I give you this?
This is Delhi Aerocity. Assuming rich people come here, I rinsed and repeated my shit so fucking hard that security stopped me. And to be honest, I kind of knew that someone would stop me from doing my stuff, but I was convinced that I could convince them to let me do what I'm doing. And guess what? I guess I did convince them to throw me out. I then went to Saket City Walk Mall and DLF, the two rich malls in Delhi, and guess what I did? Rinse and fucking repeat. But it wasn't that great because people outside weren't really rich and were just clicking photos like it was their last fucking day on this planet. And people inside were busy buying stuff and, pantyhose, and their mindset was just completely opposite to funding and startup, but I still did a few just for a bit. So I also had this check, a check, मतलब कि मैंने खुद ही प्रिंट करवाया था, लेकिन स्टिल, और काफ़ी बड़ा था साइज़ में, और रिकॉर्ड करते हो, इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट कि पोस्टर्स भी कर रहे हो, बिल इट्स वेरी हार्ड टू रिकॉर्ड एंड मेक वीडियोस, और इसी चक्कर में मैंने fucking I did not even click a picture of it, with me and the check. So that's why if you want to work and edit videos, please hit me up. I would like to work with you. Girls are preferred, but boys will also be given a chance. So I put up my check here, thinking people from both the sides would see it, and the very next second I would start having calls and investment कहाँ करनी है, बताओ कितना पैसा चाहिए. लगाते हुए मैंने इस आदमी से भी पूछा था कि भाई ठीक दिख रहा है, and he gave me thumbs up कि everything is visible, I can read it. He was very happy. ओए दिख रहा है, ये दिख रहा है, सही दिख रहा है, पढ़ा जा रहा है, पढ़ा जा रहा है. अब इसके बोलने से मैं बहुत चौड़ा हो गया था कि भाई दिख रहा है, अब कॉल वगैरह आनी शुरू करेंगे. तो लेकिन एक बार मैंने भी नीचे जाके देख लिया कि भाई कितना दिख रहा है, कैसे दिख रहा है, ठीक है या नहीं है, जस्ट टू कंफर्म. और नीचे जाके मैंने देखा तो ये ऐसा दिख रहा था. हाँ, हंस लो, आई नो, छोटा है, दिख नहीं रहा, yeah. But look, one thing I do want to say is, fuck you. So obviously I had to make up for this, so I did this. Last place, cannot place. Tired, but hopeful.
अमीर लोग चाहिए अपने को.
अमीर लोग है नहीं.
So I started doing my same exciting thing, the finding rich people, giving them pamphlets, talking to them, blah 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 blah. But after a while, I was starting to get annoyed, and because I had been doing this a lot lately for a few days, and I was just exhausted, and I thought, why not rich people come to me instead of me going to them, right? What a fucking brilliant idea. Wow. So I made this. उसके बाद क्या था? I was the Superman and this was my cape. लोग पड़ी कर रहे थे. And these girls were like, my God, you look so handsome. For that reason alone, please take our money. Oh, and yeah, I also got stopped by the police. और एक बार ग्रेटर कैलाश में भी. But despite all this, I do have a message for all the police people if you're watching this, because I know you're rich. So please contact me if you want to turn your black money in white. Just kidding. Or am I? But to put a cherry on top, I had put these up right in front of one of the busiest places, and a lot of rich people were stopping by and taking pictures and asking about it. So at the end of the day, I did, it felt like somewhat I had achieved what I came for.
Look, I just got out. That's the stuff. I'm done. One thing that I want to say if you're watching this is don't fucking give up. Yes, you fucker, don't give up. Just keep working on whatever thing that you're working on, whether it's the promotion that you want in your job, or if you're doing your startup, or if you're whatever you're working on, just don't give up. Keep finding new ways, keep trying some new stuff, but don't fucking give up. Just keep at it, keep pressing the fucking button. Even my friend said that it's just a gimmick, it's not gonna work, and this and that, bakchodi hai, koi nahi seriously lega. I don't fucking care. And guess what? It worked. I got great prospects. I'm gonna call them. If it works out, it works out. All I need is a fucking opportunity, right? And I created that for myself. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I'm gonna find another way, I'm gonna do something else, but I am gonna fucking get what I want. Stop making excuses कि मेरे पास ये होता या ये होता तो मैं ये कर देता, वो कर देता, ये कर देता. Look, life gave me 3,000 rupees, so I fucking printed posters and pamphlets, and I got out there and fucking did what I wanted to do. If I can do it, you can do it as well. Even I can't stop me. I'm on a different fucking level.